What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patron supporter that wanted me to talk about the best characteristics of the biggest ladies' man that I've ever known. Now I think I've referenced this guy before in another video, and not the guy Dre from middle school, but I'm gonna take this from since I've been an adult, right? And I'm also gonna take this from a place of I've known guys who were players who had women, but they either had status or money or something like this. So I'm gonna take this from a guy that I know didn't have no status and didn't make a lot of money. All right? Because I've known guys who probably had more women, but it's hard to tell which is authentic since you got money. Okay? And shout out to my guy if he's watching this. But that guy would be my man Slim from when I worked in New York City at the Derby. All right. I think it's changed to Up and Down now. It might even be closed. I can't remember. But that used to be the club I used to do security work at. And my man Slim, who was a security guard with me, is by far without no money or, no status, no neighborhood superstar type shit, just a normal Joe, and had all these dime piece waitresses, literally guys, I'm not kidding you, running after him in the club. Now me, I can respect that, but me personally, I always prefer not to date women that I work with. Not this before the Me Too era and all this other shit, right? Mine's come more from a perspective of awkwardness. Because if these if these girls reject you or things, that awkwardness, any of y'all guys ever been through that before where you dated a girl at your job or you approached her and she rejected you? You remember that awkwardness? I've had that before and I've tried to steer clear of that. Okay? And so for all you guys, you do what you want to do, man. But I'm going to tell you something right now. There's nothing more awkward than a woman you either approach and got rejected by or a woman you dated and y'all stopped talking. You will literally see the woman trying to avoid you. Then there's this whole thing where I don't want her to think I'm butthurt, but then I don't want her to friend zone me either. So it's like this balance of you want to be cordial, but not too cordial because, bitch, you ain't want to give me no ass, but you got time to talk. No, I don't want to talk, but I don't want you to think I'm mad at you. It ain't that serious. It's this whole awkwardness. So you guys do what you want. Me personally, I tend to stay away from that. I don't got time for no bitch when I come around to act like she on her phone and all this shit, man. I remember this girl at the gym that I tried to talk to and she said she had a boyfriend. Fine. Every time I come around, the bitch picking up her phone. Man, bitch, it ain't that serious. It ain't that fucking serious. All right, guys. So I just wanted to put that out there. But my man Slim, I don't think I ever knew Slim's real name, but my man Slim. So I'm gonna give y'all the characteristics that I saw in him, and so you could take from it from what you want to. Number one characteristic of Slim, right off the bat, guys, what I noticed was he was just cool as hell. Thank James Bond, thank Billy D. Williams. He was just smooth and cool. Guys, you either have it or you don't. If Slim right now tried to teach y'all guys how to be smooth and cool, he could not do it. That's like me trying to teach you guys how to be funny. I cannot do it. That's like Michael Vick trying to teach you how to run fast, or Carl Lewis. They cannot do it. You got to already be gifted in something, and you can enhance it slightly by optimizing it a little bit. But by and large, guys, if you are Steve Urkel, you're not going to be able to transform into James Bond or Billy D. Williams. Slim is just hardwired to be smooth. So I would put him on a spectrum of 1 to 10, his cool factor. I would put him at a 9, 9.5. If you guys ask me what I would put my cool factor with women, with women, what I'm talking about, I ain't trying to fuck you motherfuckers. Okay? All right? No, I got love for my gay brothers. I know I got some gay brothers over here. No love, I'm just saying. Y'all guys know what I'm saying. Goddamn. All right. I ain't finna fall in that I am not finna fall in that goddamn rabbit hole, goddamn. I ain't gonna dig in that hole. So let me get my ass about that hole. Let me move on. But if you ask me to rate my cool factor with women, I would probably rate it at a 7.88. My natural essence is not to be cool. My best thing is to hold a masculine frame as best I can, not be, try to be an entertainer and all this other shit. But I'm hardwired to naturally be funny. Okay, guys? And so, the point being is, we have to use what we have. Okay? Slim is naturally wired to be cool. If you guys try to be like Slim, the best you guys can do is act mature, masculine, and all that type of stuff. But if you tried to be cool like Slim, women would pick up on it and would turn them off because you would come across trying too hard. Cool is, when you cool, you just cool. You just, you wired to just be. And my definition of cool, guys, is a guy who just even keel. So most of us, our emotions run high and low, right? High and low. Like you can get mad, you can get sad, you can get angry. Most of us, in that spectrum. A cool person, they just, woo. So they just kind of like, somebody could just start shooting. Pow, 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 pow. And most of us will be like, what the hell is that? Or you know what I'm saying? And James Bond will be like, or even if he was to run, it'll be like the coolest run you ever seen, right? It's just some people, their emotional, it's just always even keel. It's just always there. They don't get angry. The boss ain't got their check today. They like, it's no problem. I'll call back up here tomorrow. Me and your ass, motherfucker, you better get my goddamn money. Shit, I got a light bill to pay. That cool motherfucker be like, okay, I understand. Things happen. I'll call up here tomorrow. And so Slim was just cool as hell. If y'all guys ask me, the closest person I've seen on YouTube would probably be Kevin Samuels. If y'all guys ask me what I thought Kevin Samuels' cool factor was, I'd probably put him at an 8.5. I'd probably put Slim at a 9.5. I'd probably put Kevin at probably like an 8.5. I'd probably put myself at between a 7.5 and an 8. Because my natural essence isn't be this super cool dude. My essence is to be a comedian. Now, with that being said, my God-given essence has made me a millionaire. You're goddamn right. So you know what, Slim? You can keep that goddamn cool. My essence, my natural hardwiring has made me rich. So you know what? I'll take it, Lord. So on an even playing field, since Slim is naturally more cool than me, if we was to be stranded on an island, right? And there was 100 women on the island, and it was just me and Slim, since he is cooler than me, he probably would fuck more of those 100 women than me because he's just smoother and cooler. I probably fuck 25, he probably fuck 75. It's probably like that, guys. That is a hell of a skill set. I don't want to say a skill set. That is a natural ability that with women is going to get you laid a lot. It is, if you're smooth. Now, it's got to come with some attractiveness. So Slim was tall, and he was a good-looking brother. We're probably about the same in looks. Me and him probably, if you rate us on a scale of 1 to 10, we probably about the same. We both about the same height, right? We about the same complexion. He was probably a pinch darker complexion, but pretty much, for the most part, about the same complexion. I'm bald. He had a low haircut taped all the way around. I got a beard. He had a goatee. So on a cool factor, he probably would fuck more bitches than me. And y'all guys say, well, tell Slim to start a channel. He could not teach you that. I'm telling you right now, he could not teach you that. He is wired to be like that. He's just, God gave him that. So don't start thinking that Slim could write a book to teach you. He cannot do it. I'm sorry, guys. I can't teach you how to be funny. I'm sorry. It's in me. I take notes for these videos, and when I turn on the camera, I have absolutely no idea what I'm gonna say with them notes. It just comes to me naturally. I have no fucking idea. Sometimes I go back and I read the comments when I upload the videos to YouTube or even in Patreon, and one of you guys will timestamp something I said funny in the video. I don't even remember saying it. That's how much I don't. It just comes to me natural that somebody say LOL at 1350, and I say what I said at 1350, and then I go look at it, and I be so into the video that I don't even remember saying that. So that this is what I'm trying to tell you. I couldn't teach you that. So I couldn't start a comedy school or a comedian school and teach you how to be funny. If you're somebody who's already funny, then you can improve it. But if you're not funny, you're not going to become Jerry Seinfeld or Chris Rock one day. I don't know what to fucking tell you. Okay, I don't know what to fucking tell you guys. All right, my mannerisms is just to be funny. That's just the way I'm wired. All right, I hope I got that across to you guys good. But if you guys ask me which one I'd rather have, I would rather have the comedian ability, because this has, all due respect to Slim, but I'm going to go on a limb and say, I bet he's not a millionaire today. No disrespect to Slim, but I doubt that has made him a millionaire. He's probably banged a lot of baddies, but I doubt that has made him a millionaire. Michael Vick being able to run fast made him a multi-millionaire. Me being able to get on this camera and make you guys laugh and teach y'all guys game has made me a millionaire. Now, maybe Slim has been able to transition this into a living, but I doubt it. So the reason I say that, guys, is be thankful for what you got. That's why I say that. Some of you guys never gonna be as cool as Slim, but you're good at math, and you can become an architect or an engineer and become a millionaire. So the point I'm saying is, be thankful for what you got. God didn't give you the cool factor of a Slim. He probably didn't even give you the cool factor of me. But he gave you something. Be thankful for what you got. All right, guys, next. He no punk bitch. My man, so I had a guy who sent me an email about, it's been a few months now, and he basically was saying, hey, man, he basically wanted to know, why do guys keep testing him? And I told him, I said, if guys are testing you, they're sensing weak body language. Something about your mannerisms signal weakness. One thing that'll cause that is eye contact. I hate to get into all this stuff because it's going to be, it'll be a 16-year-old kid, and next thing you know, he doing a stare down like he in the Wild Wild West, like he Clint Eastwood on The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So, I hate saying this type of stuff because guys go overboard with it. But one way, guys sense weakness in you is they'll make eye contact and they'll try to see if you look away first and all this other shit. And I try to be careful when I say it, because I don't want nobody going to school or to work tomorrow and staring at some guy for 5 minutes like, I ain't going to turn away. Guys, come on, give me a break. All right, let's not get carried away. Let's not get carried away. I'm just letting you know, that's one way that some men, so guys, y'all got some men out there who are just wolves, right? That they just prey on weakness. I'm not that type of guy, right? Being 6'4", 6'5", 240 to 250 pounds, I don't walk around trying to see I can intimidate, right? That's not who I am, to be a fucking bully. But you do have guys out there who walk around trying to check your body language or, pass in front of you without saying excuse me to see what you say. You got these little wolf type guys that just really want to walk around and test for weakness all day or something like that. And so if you don't say nothing or you don't check them, it gets worse. You have those type of guys. And so the point being, I don't know how the fuck I got on this. But anyway, the reason I say that about Slim is, Slim body language to me, although he didn't walk around like, I'll beat your ass. He never did none of that. But just you could tell by his body language that you weren't going to punk him. I could tell that if somebody fucked with him, he would respond. And I could tell that from the way he carried himself. He had very masculine body language. Like when he moved, you could just tell, you could just tell he wasn't timid. You could tell that you wasn't going to intimidate him. You could just tell. A man can just tell that. So you don't really have to walk around like you big and bad, Guys can just tell from the way you walk, the way your chest up, the way you make eye contact. And that's the sense what I got from Slim. So if I saw that, then the women saw that. Y'all guys get what I'm saying? So him carrying himself like that, and y'all know women like to feel protected. When you have these weak body languages, when you go on these dates and you have weak body language, women can sense that. Okay, guys? And so if I sensed it, like I said, I'm quite sure those waitresses at the club sensed it also. Next, guys, he was a good listener. Guys, I don't like to talk to hardly nobody. Right? I just kind of like stay off to myself. I don't really like talk, but I could talk to Slim. He was a good ass listener. One thing you notice about a good listener, guys, is they ask you good follow-up questions. They let you know that they're listening to what you're saying. All right? If I'll admit I'm not the best listener. All right? I'm not the best listener with if you call me for a Skype consultation, then I'm a good listener because you're telling me something that's interesting. But if a regular person is just talking to me about some innocuous nothing or just something that's really not that important, I can really not pay attention to what the hell you saying because we just having nice banter, right? We ain't really talking about, nothing of substance, right? We just shooting the breeze, right? But Slim was a very good listener to where you ask him something and then he would ask you 4 or 5 follow-up questions to that. You're like, damn, this motherfucker really interested in this topic, right? Y'all guys ever talk to somebody where you talking to them and then you just change the subject because you could just tell they don't really want to talk about what you talking about? And you just like, yeah, man, how about them bears? You just change the subject. Like, I don't mean to bore you. You know what I'm saying? But Slim was a very good listener. And it makes sense because when I would see him with these girls, so guys, we would get to the club at 10 o'clock at night. People wouldn't start getting there till like 12:30, right? But we still had to be there at 10 just in case people showed up early, right? So we still had to just be there. And one thing I would notice with Slim is he would be down there with these girls sometimes in the room, and he would be talking to them for a whole hour and 2 before the people came in. I don't know what I could not keep a conversation with nobody. Even if I was talking to God at the pearly gates, trying to explain my case to get into the pearly gates, I could not talk to God 2 hours. After about 30 minutes, I said, God damn, Lord, all right, I'll say all I got to say. God damn, man, what all you want to know? Shit, you got the ball, you can see everything. I'm like, man, shit, I don't got anything else to say, man. You make your decision. What you want me to do? You want to let me in or you want me to go down there? I can't talk to somebody. At some point, after about 20 minutes, I'm going to start to zone out, right? And that just goes to my social skills, right? That I'm not a real social person like that. He had those social skills where, you had these people persons that they can talk to people and just vibe with people naturally. That's not my natural essence. So, guys, now on a date with a woman, since I'm trying to get some ass, an hour, and I'm going to wrap it up. And some of the women, like when I wrap these dates up, they be look at their phone like, damn, that was quick. Bitch, I'm done talking. Shit. I'm done. I ain't nothing else to talk about. Shit, we've been talking for an hour. That's long enough. Some of the women be kind of disappointed like, okay. Yeah, I'm done talking. All that damn chit-chatting all goddamn night. Shit. So he had those good social skills to where he could just talk and listen and stuff like that. That's not my natural essence because I'm just not a natural people person. And some of you guys aren't either. Not to this level. Next, guys, humility. So one thing I would notice from talking to Slim was, so I was heavy into the personal training, physical training stuff. I wasn't a personal trainer yet, but he knew, he respected my knowledge on working out and stuff like that. And he would ask me a whole shitload of questions and stuff, like trying to learn. What that tells me, guys, that tells me a little certain level of humility that he had. A lot of people ain't like that. A lot of people, guys, they can get lost and they'll rather drive around for 3 hours than to just stop at a gas station and ask some fucking body, right? Too much pride, too much ego to ask for help. Slim, on the other hand, he had no problem with asking me, hey man, what do you think about this? Hey, what do you think about that? Humility like that makes you like somebody because nobody likes a know-it-all. All right? So when you see somebody like that, it makes you say, you know, he's humble. Humble people ask for help. They ask questions. They don't think they know every fucking thing. And so you tend to gravitate towards people like that when they don't try to come off as a know-it-all. And that's one reason why, it's a lot of reasons why I don't typically like to talk to people. I think people are full of shit and just got self-interest, you know, or they got an agenda. I'm a pessimist when it comes down to humans, right? I just always think it's bullshit, you know. What you want, man? That's how my mindset, right? Somebody come up to me in the mall, hey, yeah, they're just chit-chatting. My instinct is like, okay, man, what you want? I know you want something. You don't want to know me. You don't really care. Ask how my day going. What do you want? That's how my natural mentality is, because that's how I think of humans. I'm just a natural pessimist when it comes to human beings. I think most human beings walking the earth are pieces of shit. From a integrity of really just wanting to genuinely want you to talk to you with no agenda, right? That's just how my mindset is. Some of you guys might think different. I do know there's some good people out there, but like I said, 90%. I just think people are full of shit. That's just what I feel. All right, guys. But he had humility. He didn't think he knew it all. And you show, you know, it kind of, I don't want to get real religious, and I don't want to pretend like I know the Bible from front to back and all this other stuff. But the part of the Bible where it said Jesus put water on the blind man's feet or something to show humility, okay? To show other people that I'm not too good for this, you know, that type of humility, because people tend to gravitate. When you think you're better than everybody, people tend not to like you. But when you do humble things, or you don't claim to be a know-it-all, people tend to gravitate to you a little bit more, if that makes sense. And I think that's the whole point of the Bible, where it said Jesus was wiping the man's feet, the blind man's feet, with water or something, or washing his feet with water or something like that, was he was showing humility, guys. Okay? So I'm going to tell you right now, humility will get you far in this world. Okay? You gotta have it's a balance, right? You want to have humility, but you need to be confident also, right? You need to have a balance. Next, guys, he had good conversation skills. And what do I mean by that was, he was a good listener, but another thing he had was, and this is something I got to work on, I try to work on it, I don't never remember talking to him and him cutting me off. I don't never remember telling him something and him being judgmental. You know how you could tell somebody you did something stupid and they'll be like, come on, man. You know that's some of you sons of bitches do it. Like, I can admit a mistake and then somebody go in the comments, oh, I can't believe you did something that stupid, AMS. Like, they so fucking perfect and shit. You know what I'm saying? He never did that. He always just listened, and he was never judgmental. if you said you did something stupid or a mistake, he just didn't judge. It's just like, I understand people make mistakes, you know, and it was an even trade of like, you tell him some stuff, but not too personal, but personal stuff that you probably don't, want everybody in the world to know, right? And he'll tell you something that's personal with him, not too personal, not his doctor results, his blood work, nothing like that. Just a little bullshit, innocuous bullshit that's going on that we all got going on in our life. Not nothing serious, off the chain personal, right? And so sometimes you'll notice when you talk to some people is they'll get you to open up, but they don't open up them damn selves. You see what I'm saying? And so he was a good conversationist, as in, you make yourself open like that where people can trust you when we both just talking, we both got issues in life. You see what I'm saying, guys? And I'm just telling you guys what I know from talking to him, because I never like talking to hardly nobody. But me and him would always talking stuff before work when he wasn't talking to those bitches down there for 2 hours. He would come talk to me sometime also too, which I'm glad he did, because I don't want to do that every fucking day, right? Once a week is good enough for me. I don't want to chit chat for 2 hours every goddamn day. All right. But I noticed that with him. And so he had good conversation skills, never cut you off. He will always let you finish your statement first. Donald Trump can learn something from him. Just let you finish what you had to say. And then he would interject with what your opinion was without judging you. All right, guys. Next, and I really like this about him, guys. He didn't gossip. So it was a couple of times when we was working there, a couple of the guys who worked there with us got fired. And I knew he knew what happened because he was closer to the guys than me. I really wasn't close to him. I just talked to him. I was cool. I was cordial to the guys, but I really didn't have no relationship with him. So I knew he knew because he was cool with him, right? Real cool with him. And I would ask him, hey, why they fired such and such? And he'd be like, I don't know. So then I would call the guy we worked for and I was like, hey, why they fired such and such? And they'd be like, oh, he was taking money at the door. And he was like, Slim didn't tell you? And then I was like, no. He's like, man, he could have told you that. But he didn't gossip. He didn't feel like it was his place to tell me that. He didn't feel like it was something, like it's something you call him and ask them. He didn't gossip. I would ask Slim, hey, you fucked her yet? He would just laugh and just not say nothing. He would just like laugh, not say nothing. Yay or nay. Then gossip. And so the point why I'm saying all that, guys, is when you see that about him, then what the hell you think? How confident you think I feel with spilling my guts to a guy who won't tell me nothing else that's going on about nobody else? So that causes me to open up more, because if he won't tell me nothing about nobody else, then hell, that make me comfortable to I can relate more to him or trust him more because he doesn't gossip. And so if I notice that, I'm quite sure the women notice that. So when you gossip, like say a woman at your job be like, hey, they fired Daryl. You know why they fired Daryl? Yeah, I heard he was stealing cookies. Okay, fine. Boom, you told the woman what happened. But you got to understand that now this woman knows that you're a chatty patty. Y'all guys get that? So if you told that, then if I suck your dick tomorrow night, you probably going to tell that. And so by Slim not being somebody who kiss and tell or didn't tell you nothing, no people business now that he knew or nothing like that, stuff that I would think not even that serious. But he was just like, it ain't my place to tell. That he didn't say that, but that's what I took it as. And so sometimes I would get mad because I was like, I know Slim know, but he didn't feel like it was his place to tell. And I had to respect that, because then it let me know that the information that I was coming to him, although it was not nothing real personal, if I wanted everybody to know, I told everybody, right? So even though it was small stuff, I still don't want nobody to know I'm talking to you, not them. And so the point I say that, guys, is when you're fucking around with women and they could tell you're not a chatty patty, then they feel confident that, well, hell, I can fuck the shit out of him then. Because I know he ain't gonna say nothing. So I'm just putting that out there, guys. He didn't gossip. He didn't kiss and tell. Next, guys, he had social proof in remember I told y'all guys, he was an alpha in this building. All right, guys, at that club that we worked at, he was an alpha in there. He had the pre-selection up in there. He had the social proof. When one of the girls see the other girls talking to you, that's gonna make you a situational alpha, because what ends up happening is that makes all the other women feel like, okay, if that girl is talking to him like that and she's a hottie, then that makes all the women like, what's going on with Slim? What's going on with Slim? Okay, guys, I would have probably been more like the Sigma male. Just like what I was telling y'all guys, that's my natural essence. I'm like an alpha, but I'm standoffish. Y'all guys get what I'm saying? Now, if we was in the club and we didn't work there, oh, it would have been a whole different story. Oh, yeah. But a whole different story. But by me working there, I was not going to go there. But Slim had all the pre-selection because all the guys like him, all the females like him. My natural essence is, I don't want to talk to y'all. I come here to work. Leave me the hell alone. Right? That's my mindset. I'm going to be cordial, but I don't want to be cool with everybody. That's just the way I'm hardwired, guys. Listen, if I move into your neighborhood, I'm not knocking on your door with some cake, talking about something, welcome to the neighborhood. That's not who I am. I'm the type of neighbor that you can live next to for 5 years, and we probably done spoke 5 times. That's how I'm wired. That's just who I am. All right? But he had social proof. And so y'all guys will see that with most of the guys that y'all see players or something like that right there, they're pretty much liked by everybody because they have those social skills. Part of having good social skills is the want to. I don't want to. Next, guys, what I know about Slim, he took pride in his appearance. So, guys, y'all guys know I was fat as hell in the basement. And then when I made up my mind to become a personal trainer, I started losing weight. So towards the end, I did get the suit tapered one time. But basically saying the suit was a little baggy for me, right? The suit was baggy for me. I didn't give a shit. I'm doing security work. I'm not finna try to sit up here and act like I'm in a fine cut Italian suit making 30 grand a year. What the fuck I look like? But Slim took great pride in his appearance. In this little suit, it always looked immaculate. It looked tailored. I'm gonna just tell y'all guys, I'm the type of guy that cleans up well. I'm the type of guy that when I'm running errands, I look like shit. When I go to the gym, I look like shit. When I'm hanging around the house, I look like shit. When I had warehouse jobs or worked at when I was a trainer at the gym, I looked like shit. You'll see trainers who came in there looking like they always had different sweatsuits, like it's a fashion, like it's a personal trainer fashion show or something. They always got the different sweatsuit, the different hoodie, wear a different pair of Nikes every day. They always look new. Man, get the fuck out of here. I had a big old ass baggy hoodie on, no name brand. Wore the same shoes for like a year and a half till they started tearing up. That's just not how I'm wired. When I want to clean up, when I want to step out, I'll step on your ass. But the other 99.9% of the time, I don't give a damn. I've seen a couple guys that I ran into like at the grocery stores and stuff. They had to like take a second look like, damn, look pretty bad, boy. When I'm out just running my errands and shit, I'll run errands just like this in this shirt, some sweatpants, and you'll see some people that run errands, they got to get dressed up to go run errands. They won't put on a suit or nothing, but they try to look neat, when I want to step out, I'll put some clothes on. Other than that, I don't give a damn. When I was working at the club, we had to wear a suit. I'm not finna try to walk around getting this motherfucker tailored every 2 weeks, every time I lose 5 pounds. When I knew I was probably gonna bulk up again, this is when I was doing that cutting and bulking shit. Fuck that shit. But Slim treated that job like he was coming to a fashion show. He looked good, stayed well groomed, hair stayed cut. So I'm just putting y'all, let y'all guys know that women, I didn't, like I told you guys, I wasn't trying to fuck with the girls at the job. So, but he always looked good. I would tell you that. He always dressed nice. He always well groomed. Next, guys, he was a hustler. So Slim did the security at night, and he was a school teacher in the daytime. That gives, for y'all guys that don't know, when you're a hustler, part of good conversation skills is when you have a lot going on in your life, right? So being a school teacher or anything like that, that presents a lot of talking points, right? That type of job there, if you're a police officer, a firefighter, a school teacher, jobs like that always presents a lot of talking points. And so I'm going on the limb because he used to talk to me about some of the stuff that he, dealt with as a school teacher. That part of the conversation, the reason he was able to hold such long conversation with these women was he was a hustler and he did this school teaching today. Not only that, guys, women can respect a hardworking man that's grinding like that, that can go teach school in the daytime and then come do security at night. So right off the bat, what's that going to do? Well, that's going to make Slim not be that available. And so for a point, so let me explain to you like this. Let's say I meet a woman and I want to see her. Well, I'll probably be like, hey, are you free Friday? You free Saturday? Slim probably had to wait 2 or 3 weeks to set something up with these girls because he didn't have no time. He had a girl that he was dating, not a girlfriend, but he had a girl that he was dating already. He had a son, I think, right? And you're doing both these jobs. So his lifestyle would naturally make him move at a slower pace and not rush, which is more attractive because of his schedule. Not that he's running a strategy or nothing, but the way his lifestyle was set up, because you guys got to understand, he teach school Monday through Friday, and we did security on the weekend. So that doesn't present a lot of opportunities to see these women, which means that you naturally move slower without being in a rush, which is going to be more attractive to women because you have less availability. Okay, guys? And they just going to respect, women respect the grind. Women respect the hustle. That's attractive. And last, guys, he didn't speak unless he had something to say. One of the reasons why I don't like talking to people, a lot of people, is they just try to start conversations off of nothing. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, man, we're supposed to get some rain tomorrow. Man, who gives a shit? This is, you see a motherfucker doing that, they just want to start a conversation. One thing I noticed about Slim was when he said something, it was about something. He didn't just I want to start a conversation about a bunch of nothing. Sometimes he would come down there and just give me some dap and go back to his post because he had nothing to say. He just felt like, let me just think of anything to start a conversation. That's when you get annoying. When you got something to say, you can say it. But when you just come up talking to people just to start a conversation, people probably ain't going to tell you because they don't want to be rude. But you are annoying the hell out of people when you do that. If you don't have something that's pertinent to say or important, please just, hey, how you doing, man? You having a good day? And just keep it moving. Please don't come up to me, hey, man, you seen that game last night? No, I didn't see the game last night. And you please leave me the fuck alone. If you got something important to say, say it. But just trying to start a conversation, just to start a conversation, you just annoy people. And so, guys, that's one thing I also noticed about him. I never mind talking to him Because he only spoke when he really had something that was pertinent to say. He didn't just talk just to hear himself talk. Okay, guys? All right, guys. So, shout out to my man Slim from the Derby. I think it was up and down. But that was the characteristics of the biggest player that I know that didn't have money and status. All right, guys. But remember what I told you. Be thankful for what you got. You might not be as cool as Slim, but you do have something. Be thankful for what you got. All right, guys. I'll get back to you guys later.